Shalom out there. Let me check the feed and see if we coming in live. Lord willing, we are. Lord willing, we are. Yeah, we are coming in live, which is a beautiful thing. Gmssc. Let me just share here. And we'll be off and running. We'll be off and running. Let's see, that's one channel. Let's do another. So pleased to be here with you today from live camp. Here with you today from live camp. Yep, all right. The water brothers and sisters out there for joining in. Shalom to you. And just let me get these shares out and then we'll be on the way. Got a full show lined up. Should be edifying. Lord willing, it will be edifying. And yeah, not a lot to say about it. Okay, so let me bring it up also too in Google Chrome if I can. Y'all bear with me. So yeah, all praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Quadash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there. And this is gonna be the camp for this week. I'm basically out of town and not at home, so I'm gonna do the live camp from indoors. And yeah, got a lot lined up though. So I'm tracking the comment board as well. And you know, you brothers can post scriptures as often as you will. Okay, y'all know what it is. So what I'm gonna do is various topics. So again, all praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and double honor to the apostles of GMS. So this live camp is entitled Gmssc Various Topics Indoor Ministry Live. Okay, as we said, and just bear with me here. Now I did something wrong. Okay, I got it back. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna do like I did the time before, because I got my whole phone is filled up. Look at this. It's even more full than it was before. Got more stuff in it, more videos downloaded, more information, more comments from the comment board. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna, go through the phone, try to get some of this cleaned out. All right, it's probably gonna be pretty lengthy, so buckle in, and we're gonna go, piece by piece, and after that, I'll be able to take some of this stuff out of my phone. So we're gonna start right here with this video from this asshole, this dude Marquette. He had a lot to say, not a lot of negative stuff to say about the Hebrew Israelites. And I had this for a while. I had this since July the 10th, 2025. Just never got around to doing a video about it. I'm gonna let it play, and we'll just come in with comments or with scriptures or whatever. So let's listen in to this jerk.
Night's display was really all you need to understand about the Hebrew Israelites, about all of these black religious peoples. They are dishonest, they are degenerates, they are thieves, they are trying to escape actually working. I realized what was happening. 20 people waiting to join the live stream. Why? Because they wanted to speak on the topic, or because...
Now this nigga said that the Hebrew Israelites were dishonest, degenerates, and thieves. Can you back that up with anything? Who do we steal from? This dude is a demon. Let's go back.
Happened. Last night's display was really all you need to understand about the Hebrew Israelites, about all of these black religious peoples. They are dishonest, they are degenerates, they are thieves. They are trying to escape actually working. I realized what was happening. 20 people waiting to join the live stream. Why? Because they wanted to speak on the topic, or because they wanted to grab some attention and some clout for themselves. so that they could become a YouTuber instead of a working man and get an easy dollar. I do have a presentation that I'm going to take you guys through because I will not platform or debate any more of these imbeciles. I would like to say, and I mean this, 100% of the black Hebrew Israelites or anyone that says I'm an Israelite or I'm a Hebrew, 100% of them are idiots. And let me tell you something that's funny about them, among many things. One thing that's funny about them is that they say black people are cursed. Does that not sound familiar? Is that not what the enslaver said?
No, we don't say black people are cursed. We say the Hebrew Israelites are under the curses. That's what we say. And that's who we are. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You just a gainsaying bitch-ass nigga who don't know shit. Who the Lord gonna destroy, by the way. Let's listen. Keep listening.
Is that not how slavery itself was justified? Then further, you dig into their ideas, which are not their own, their Bible, even though they call the white man they call him Edom and they call him the descendant of so-and-so and say he's evil. You read his book, the Bible. You read it in English, his language. Yet you want to claim that he is such a bad person. You follow in his footsteps. You make up idiotic ideas that make you feel better about who you are, which is nobody. Instead of trying to become someone relevant as a man, you retreat because you don't believe in yourself. So you retreat and you settle for calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite, saying you're the descendant of people who matter. You're not somebody who matters. You're the descendant of someone who my father is, meaning I am nobody. But there is one greater than me who came before me. And based on that person, I'm somebody. Well, here I tell you what.
There is one greater than me.
That's almost reasonable because at least his father is alive and at least you know his father is connected to him through real lineage and DNA. These idiots are talking about a fictional book claiming to be a people from thousands of years ago with no damn proof. I tell you another thing. Whether it's the white Jews that are today in Israel or the idiotic folks who call themselves the black Jews in the United States and around the world. If you are truly the chosen people, where's the proof? You live in poverty, filth, and despair. You don't get along with your women. You have no leadership over them. And I observe your behavior today, and it is wicked. We're going to get into it. When I look at the Hebrew Israelites, they're fat, dusty, dirty, and ugly. Where's the God in that? Where's the God in that? You see, last night, you all might remember, I said, if you'd like to come on and speak, send your $20. We use that to make sure that not too many people come on. We use that to make sure that you don't have to listen to morons. We use that so that people don't come on clout chasing. But I said to myself, I said, you know what? Maybe some of these guys have something important to say. These are the religious brothers. These are the guys who are supposed to be God-fearing. These are the people who are supposed to give a good word. These are the people who are supposed to reinforce God's laws. These are the men who supposedly keep the commandments. Surely they would be honest. I tell you, of the men who came on last night, about 80% of them didn't send in their fee. Why? Why is that? Because they are liars. They don't have integrity and honesty. Because they're freeloaders. They represent what the average black man is today in the United States and all of his bad characteristics. That's what they do. That's what they do. Let me get some of these mentally ill people out of the chat. Yes, I always tell you guys, pay what you owe. It's an important concept for you to keep in mind. Why? That's what a man does. They call you a provider. Pay what you owe. It is the nature of the man who does not pay what he owes. He is a thief. He is a dishonest person. He is an evasive person. He is a liar. Pay what you owe is an important thing. I teach you product-based business. Why? So you can pay what you owe. Why? So that if you choose, you can provide for your family and your lady. But what do they teach you? What do you gain from being a Hebrew Israelite? You don't gain a damn thing. They never teach you anything practical. In fact, they actually put you down. Here's the fascinating part. Think about it this way. They tell you that you're of a cursed people. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing? They tell you that you're of a cursed people? No, that's a bad thing. Then what's more is they tell you that you're going to improve your situation on earth. Just wait for Jesus to come back. Wait for the Messiah to come back. Do they teach you anything about improving your situation? No, they can't, because they've become preachers because they failed at life. None of them were successful before becoming a Hebrew Israelite. Every last one of them. You look at them, the background, poverty.
That's not true. We got brothers that's dentists, brothers with bachelor degrees, their own businesses, all kinds of stuff. We're not bums. What the fuck you and you? We doing the same thing you doing. You on YouTube with a damn podcast, depending on people to send in their money to you, your bitch ass. Anyway, continuing on.
They're just there trying to collect your money. They don't teach you how to make money. They're there to collect your money. This is the end of the Hebrew Israelite, and this is the end of all black religious people. Let me take you through the logic. Pay attention.
All right. So y'all heard all his strong words, his stout words, and he's just a know-nothing nobody, man. The Lord gonna destroy that guy. Now, as for us, people gonna say that, of course, because the scriptures say people gonna say that, right? Let's see here. Master of the house. So yeah, like I told y'all, just buckle in, you know. There's going to be a lot of that type of shit. So this is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 24. It says, the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? And we know that they're going to talk shit about us. They're going to say all the negative stuff. But at the end of the day, where's your mighty works at, Marquette? How many people you helping? You talking about us? How many people are you fucking helping? Right? This is verse 26. It says, fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that should not be revealed, and hid that should not be known. We know the world is going to say all kinds of negative stuff about us. Let's see here. He hath the devil. A devil. They talked about the Savior the same way. So, of course, they're going to talk about us like that. But we don't care. We don't care what these niggas say. The word is only for the elect. This is Matthew 11. And I'll jump in here at verse 11. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there hath not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force, which is what? That's the people of Jerusalem. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John, and if you will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. We know that John the Baptist was Elijah reincarnated. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he hath a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, a friend of publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified of her children. Right? So no matter what we do, we gonna come one way, people gonna have something negative to say. If we come being nice, they're gonna say, y'all, them dudes too nice, they soft, they got no power. If we come rough and rugged, they're gonna say they gangsters, they thugs, they this, they that. Because the Savior warned us that what? That we will be hated of all men, hated of all for his name's sake. So it's not a big deal that some monkey ass nigga with a podcast talking shit. We don't care. Matthew, you know what? I'll just read all these. Matthew 10:22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Matthew 24:9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Mark 13:13, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And ye shall be hated of all men. Luke 21:17, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. So it's not a big deal that this nigga say that. Let's get one more here. World cannot. See, Marquette is of the world. So of course he can't receive this. This is John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. If you offended by something that we say and we bring out, it's because you're of the world. And you mad because we testifying that this world is evil. John 14:16, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. That's why Marquette can't receive it. It's the Spirit of truth, and he's of the world. He can't receive it, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. But ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. And let's get one more. Let's go to Deuteronomy, because he talked about, we say we come from a cursed people. Well, the scriptures tell us that, everything's going to happen to us. All the shit he talked about, we dirty, we dusty, all the shit he said. Deuteronomy 28:15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shalt thou be in thy cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Right? What? Your bank account, your finances. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, your children. Right? The increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep, everything that you got. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. And these curses have followed us throughout our time in this earth. We've been in all these different captivities. Right? We've been going through all kind of stuff. Sicknesses. Verse 21, the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. The Lord shall smite thee with consumption, and with the fever, and with an inflammation, and with extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. Let's see what a translation would give us, if I can get it to come up here. So, we've been cursed in every way, but the Heavenly Father still has been with us as a small sanctuary, right? He's been with us, and, he gave us blessings, even though we under the curses. I can't get these translations to play here. Let's see. Here we go. The NLT, let's see what kind of, if it tells us the modern day, let's see. Now, it pretty much says the same thing. The NET says he will afflict you with weakness, fever, inflammation, infection, sword, blight, and mildew. These will attack you until you perish. And if you go into the words, some of them will actually give you a modern day. Let's see here. Consumption. The word for consumption gives you consumption, wasting disease, the wasting disease of the lungs, which some have said like, it could be cancer, I guess. Or it could be lung cancer or whatever, like wasting disease, consumption. I think somebody said one time tuberculosis, inflammation. What's inflammation say? A burning fever, inflammation, blasting, mildew. Okay, that's good enough. So I'm gonna go to the comment board and read a few. I got another video with this dude in it. He was talking to one of the brothers from IUIC. I don't know why, but you know how IUIC do. They insert themselves in all those different podcasts and different shit to be going on. They love talking to these fucking people, man. Let's see what we got here, brothers. Just hold tight. Let's delete this. Just hold tight. Let's delete this. All right. Turn that down. Just hold tight. And try to get the comment board so you can see it over here. Here we go. All right. So this is from Gmssc in his likeness. Ecclesiastes 21:14. The inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel, and he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth. You heard him. Gmssc strive for the masteries, Wisdom of Solomon 5-8. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Right, when the chariots come back and beam up the elect, it's going to be niggas like him who going to be saying this to themselves. Verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How was he numbered among the children of God, and his lot, Salakia, is among the saints? And I did something here. Can't get it. There it is. Damn, you see that? I'm sorry, brother. Didn't mean to do that. Verse 6. Damn, what did verse 5 say? Just hold on here, brothers. I did something. Didn't mean to do it. Goodness. I'm trying to actually see what the message said. All right. Anyway, how was he numbered among the children of God and his lot is among the saints? Look at this bullshit. Catch a hell. Hold tight, brothers. All right. Got it back. Verse 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction, yet we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. And that's really what the wicked, the Edomites, they're going to say. What hath pride profited us, or what good hath riches without vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow and as a post that hasted by. And you know, people going to see, because you got a lot of people that mock the Hebrew Israelites. They talk shit about the ministry, but they're going to find out in the day when the Lord comes back, okay? Now let's read here Proverbs from Peter Yahweh, Proverbs 12:15. It says, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. And that dude, Marquette, he's not a wise man. All right, let's play another one here. This is another video. This time he's going to be talking to one of the dudes from the from IUIC. So this video, I see here that they got on it, the Israelites will rule. The Israelites will be the ruling class in the kingdom. Here we go.
Back he writes, do you believe, as the other Hebrew Israelites believe, that God is racist and there will be a hierarchy?
Wind it back.
I know Fugazi comes back, he writes, do you believe, as the other Hebrew Israelites believe, that God is racist and there will be a hierarchy in heaven based solely on race, and the Israelites will be at the top of the hierarchy? Peace and saints, good interview work, but I appreciate you. Yes. I say God is racist. It's the hierarchy. Talk to me.
So to my brother No Fugazi podcast, shout out to him again once again. Like I said, I like a lot of his content. But I will say this.
I think this brother that's on there with him is named Gedaliah from IUIC, which Gedaliah do some okay stuff, but he ain't got the 100% true. He just do what Bishop Nate tell him. He's just like one of his little do boys.
Work, but I appreciate you.
Yes.
I say God is racist. It's the hierarchy. Talk to me.
So to my brother No Fugazi podcast, shout out to him again once again. Like I said, I like a lot of his content. But I will say this. When we think of the kingdom of heaven, we're thinking about this mystical, magical place that's up in the sky where our grandmothers and grandfathers have gone when they passed away. When you read the kingdom of heaven, it's actual government, rulership. Right now, the white man is in rulership. This is his government, all right? The United States of America, so on and so forth. When you start talking about the kingdom of God is going to consist with the Israelites being in that rulership. We would no longer be the base of society. We would no longer be struggling. We would no longer have to fight and claw to get to where we want to be. We will be the elite. We will be the ruling class. And other races, just like today, other races will be in subjugation to us, meaning what? They're not going to rule over us like they do right here, right now. And the scripture he's referencing, I'm going to show it real quick in the book of Isaiah, which is in the Old Testament, but it's a future prophecy, chapter 14, verse 1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." The strangers are the other nations. "And the people shall take them and bring them."
Yeah, he broke that down wrong. The strangers are other Israelites, just like the ancient Israel, the Israelites from the Holy Land, the ones that were brought up and raised over there, they represent Israel. The strangers represent all of us that have been scattered around the world that are coming into the truth now. We're the strangers. He broke that down wrong, which most Israelites break that down wrong because they're trying to read verses 1 and 2 like they're a continuation. They're two separate thoughts, even though they're talking about the same kingdom, but it's two separate thoughts.
Their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. This is the Bible, and that hurts because a lot of people never read this. But the Bible contextually says, prophetically, that the children of Israel in the future will be the ruling class, and all nations will be in subjugation to them. And those nations will help build that kingdom, and they will be servants and handmaids to the children of Israel.
Okay.
So that's not me, that's the Bible.
Fair enough.
And see, Marquette didn't like that, but it's true. Let's expound a little bit further on it. If we go to Isaiah 61, it tells you that. Isaiah 61, we'll start at verse 1. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord power is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound." Who are the captives? The captives are the Israelites. We're still in captivity even to this very day. "To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified." And anybody that say, "Well, I never heard Jesus read this," well, he read it in the book of Luke. He was reading from the prophet Isaiah. I think it's Luke. Luke 4 and verse, just bear with me here. Luke 4:15, it says, "And he taught in their synagogues, being glorified of all. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day, and stood up for to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written, The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor." Now it said he read that out of the book. Where he read that from? Right here, right out of Isaiah 1 through 3, 4, somewhere around there. It's written almost the exact same way. "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord." And he closed the book and gave it again to the minister, and sat down, and the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him. You see that? So he did read what was in the book of Isaiah. Now, if we continue on reading, it gives you more. Verse 4 says, "And they shall build up the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations." How are we going to build up the waste, the old waste? We're going to use slave labor to do it. Verse 5, "And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers." What are plowmen and vine dressers? They work in the field. They pick crops. They work in the, They do all that. Look, in the NLT, foreigners will be your servants. They will feed your flocks and plow your fields and tend your vineyards, because they're going to be slaves. Now, verse 6, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Right, we're going to take back everything they took from us. We're going to consecrate their gain. Let's get that. Consecrate. We're going to take back their riches that they got from us, and we're going to dedicate them to the Lord. This is Micah 4:13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. What does consecrate mean? Well, the NLT says, rise up and crush the nations, O Jerusalem, says the Lord, for I will give you iron horns and bronze hooves, so you can trample many nations to pieces. You will present their stolen riches to the Lord, their wealth to the Lord of all the earth. Too easy. Too easy. Consecrate means you're going to take something and you're going to dedicate it to the Lord. Now, somebody may say, well, you're going to dedicate stolen things from the Lord. Well, first off, it was stolen from us first. So really, we're just correcting a wrong. Now, verse 7, Isaiah 61:7, for your shame, ye shall have double, and for confusion, ye shall rejoice in their portion. They shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore, in their land, they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. So we're going to put the nations in slavery. You can also go back to Isaiah 60 here, and you can read a little bit about the slavery of the nations. Isaiah 60:10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. And you can go back to Psalm 149 to see that. Starting with their elites. Psalms 149, verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Shackles, right? Shackles and chains on them. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. So we're going to exercise that on them. Isaiah 16:12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. So even though we've been on the bottom, right, we've been hated, and even being hated now, there's going to come a time we're going to rise up. But the Lord got to make that time come, not us. So for now, we just preaching and teaching. Let's get one from the New Testament, Revelation 2:26. Revelation 2:26 says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Why? Because the Lord going to rule over all nations. So he's going to give his elect power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. We're going to enslave all nations. Jeremiah 30. Somebody may say, well, you're reading a lot from the Old Testament. Well, yeah, but this is prophecy from the Old Testament that have yet to be fulfilled. So the Lord said in Luke 24 that all things must be fulfilled, was written about him. Jeremiah 30:16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Too easy. Luke 24:44. And the Lord said this, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses, Old Testament, and in the prophets, Old Testament, and in the Psalms, Old Testament, concerning me. And we just read from Isaiah, from Psalms, did we not? And from Jeremiah. So all those things that concerning the Savior must be fulfilled. So we're going to leave Marquette behind now. I got delete both of these. Now, some of these videos may come in kind of low. Let's see if we can hear this one. Lord willing, we'll be able to hear it. You've seen this dude before. He got this video, how to convert a Hebrew Israelite to the truth. But this nigga's bugged out. But let's listen in here.
To the truth. Hey, friends and families, brothers and sisters. Notice the title says, how to convert the Hebrew Israelite to the truth. Well, my friends, you cannot convert the Hebrew Israelites, aka Nicodemites. It will take the Holy Spirit to do so. So I urge you, whenever you are making videos, don't try to make videos with the mindset of trying to convert them. Instead, what one needs to do is make videos exposing their teachings. That way, people who are in the group who are searching for the truth come on social medias, things of that nature, that are looking for the truth. And they will end up finding the truth by watching videos that are exposing the teachings of the Nicodemites. My friend, always remember, you cannot convert. The Holy Spirit has to. How do I know this? Well, many a times when you engage in a conversation with the Hebrew Israelites, the Hebrew Israelite is not trying to hear what you have to say, because they have arrived and concluded that only the children of Israel can be saved. And the white man is Esau, and he's destined to go to hell. And this, my friend, is a teaching and a doctrine from the pit of hell given to them by Satan. Hey, friends.
Which part? What you talking about? See, what you got an issue with? You got an issue with the white man being Esau? Us saying only the Israelites can be saved? See how these Jays do? The so-called white man is fucking Esau. And ain't nothing wrong with us saying that. Esau is a biblical identity. What the fuck you talking about, man? This dude right here, first off, this dude's a demon. I've done videos against his punk ass before. Let's see if we can, if I could bring up one here to show you. First, go to my channel. Yeah, I did videos against that dude before. Let's see here, brothers. Sheesh. I don't know how to do this. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. I don't got it. My channel. I thought I had it. Y'all bear with me here. These apps and stuff, they can be rough to deal with. All right. Come on, baby. But anyway, that guy, he loved Esau to death. See, all of them damn Christians, man, they something else. They love the fucking white man. There we go. All right. So now I could Google Hebrew Israelites on my own channel. – See what we get. So these would be different videos that I did with Hebrew Israelites in the title. But I know this guy's face is going to come up because I've done videos against his punk ass. Let's see here. Anyway, we're going to get a couple of scriptures going against what he said. And now he said one thing right, but he said it the wrong way. You really can't convert anybody. The Holy Spirit does everything. Let's actually do that. We'll come back and search through this. I don't want to bore y'all to death with that. So let's get a couple of scriptures here. First off, let's get Isaiah 34. Because people think you can wake somebody up. You can't wake nobody up. And the brother said it right. There is no hell. This is Isaiah 34:16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, which that's the Bible. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Right. The spirit of the Lord, this is the key. His spirit it hath gathered them. All we doing is preaching the word and teaching the word. We can't convert anybody. The spirit got to wake people up, convert them. As for what he said, we already been where your punk ass is. We got the truth already. You can't give us the truth. You the one need to come to the truth. Some nigga walk around the earth in these last days, don't know what people you come from. If we ask you what people you come from, you're going to say you are African American. Ain't no such thing as that in the scriptures. Where is that at? So you can't be an African and a damn American. Or really, ain't no such people as an African. You are a Hamite. Ain't no such people as no American. America is a corporation called a country made up of all these different people from around the world, each one of them having a specific lineage according to the scriptures. And none of them are called American and none of them are called African. So you don't know what the hell you talking about. You're just talking shit, man. That's all. Another damn gainsayer. And in his spirit it hath gathered them, and he hath cast a lot for them, and his hand divided unto them by line. Each prophet of the Lord has a certain portion that was given to them. Each person that's in the truth. All of us have a predestined walk. We can't convert nobody. All we do is preach the gospel that the word will awaken the Heavenly Father's elect. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein. Let's get to whom the Father. See if that comes up. This is Luke 10:22. All things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. It has to be revealed unto you, right? There's nothing we can do physically. Nothing we can physically do to make somebody else get the truth. Let's see here. No man can come. I think it's John 6:44. Yeah, there it is. John 6. And we'll start at 43. We'll start at 41. The Jews then murmured at him because he said, I am the bread which came down from heaven. And they said, is not this Yahushua, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then that he saith, I came down from heaven? Yahushua therefore answered and said unto them, murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me except the Father which has sent me draw him. Can't read past that. No man can come to me except the Father which has sent me draw him. You have to be drawn. And I will raise him up at the last day. So all that shit about you can convert somebody, you can wake somebody up. No, you can't. The Spirit of the Lord got to wake individuals up. It's not us that's doing it. It's the Spirit that's doing it. As the scriptures say, the Spirit quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing, right? So this is Gmssc Spiritual Arc 144. 1 Corinthians 3:6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. Right? See? Same brother. Verse 7. So then, neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Boom. The water, bro. And some having a little trouble getting this comment board to move. as you might imagine. It's weird. Romans 11:7, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. This is only for the elect. All them different jakes in the world, they ain't gonna get this, and we ain't worried about it. And anybody that's going against what we teach, we ain't worried about you. We just doing what the Lord told us to do. Let's delete him. Now, this right here is just a video, the guy with the trumpet. Let's look at this one. This is from the Redacted podcast with I think the Morrises. I forget the guy's name, but it's Emily Morris is his wife, and then this guy, I forgot what his name is. But let's listen to what this lady says here.
Real evil. We got the.
Hold on, y'all.
Reality. We got some evil. Yeah, we got some real evil. We got the mark of the beast out there for sure. And people have to be smart and read their Bibles and don't take that mark of the beast. Don't get these implants. Get rid of all of as many of electronics as you can and just really dive into it and study.
You ain't got to get rid of no electronics. You see how these truthers do? They'll tell you the truth, then they'll take it back from you. She said that don't get these implants. Then she switched it and said, get rid of these electronics, as many electronics as you can. Well, electronics ain't the mark of the beast. But she said it what it was. Let's go back.
Reality. We got some evil. Yeah, we got some real evil. We got the mark of the beast out there for sure. And people have to be smart. And
The water, bro. The brother said Natalie and Clayton Morris. So his name is Clayton, right? Yeah, the water.
And read their Bibles and don't take that mark of the beast. Don't get these implants. Get rid of all of as many of electronics as you can and just really dive into it and study.
See that? Now, why would you say that to confuse the people? It's because these truthers, they're insiders. They're controlled opposition. They'll tell you some truth, but they got to also go back and cover their tracks. See, now you don't know, well, what? Why should I get rid of electronics? You said that it was an implant. Crazy.
Bibles and don't take that mark of the beast. Don't get these implants. Get rid of all of as many of electronics as you can and just really dive into it and study. Everybody needs to really be aware of these things. But, the global consumption is now 6 times higher of these micro and nanoplastics than it was in 1990.
Is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is going to be straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally. Total control. And if you're like me or you,
there you go. Total control. That's what it's all about. That's what Esau wants. Remember, Esau has a God complex. Okay, Ezekiel the 28th chapter.
What happened?
Wants total control.
Currency, man.
Right.
You got. Right. When they crash this economy, man, this is going to be the new currency, man. Right. You're going to have to put your right hand and your forehead out to go ahead and buy and sell in this economy, man. All right? Are you going to sell your soul to Satan, or are you going to get your head fucking chopped off, man? Right. That's the choices that's coming in these days, man. Right. You can laugh and scoff, talk all the shit you want in your mind, but the Lord going to judge your ass, man. Right. All right? This is a serious matter, man. Right. It ain't no more time to be playing around with your people, man. Right.
Yep. I've been prophesying about it. And those are the brothers from Charlotte.
We got some evil. Yeah, we got some real evil. We got the mark of the beast out there for sure. And people have to be smart. And don't take that mark of the beast. Don't get these implants. Get rid of all of as many of electronics as you can and just.
All right, so we've been thoroughly warned everybody. If you haven't heard, if you don't know by now, the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, and we've done many videos on it. Let's go here. You can go to any one of our channels and search it. Type in MOTB on our channels. Look at this. Response. Gmssc was right about the MOTB. I want to leave Watchmen for Israel. Response, Waka Flocka talks with Hebrew Israelites and admits the MOTB is the RFID chip. Response, Chief Ephraim's $1 million question about the MOTB. A MOTB dream and a stupid argument. MOTB, the future of all shopping. Why are you so focused on GMS being focused on the MOTB? MOTB questions, concerns, and errors. This is where people come with all kind of, I think the mark of the beast is this, and I think it's that, and we just chop right through all of that. I started watching WFI for GMS because of the MOTB breakdown. This is a testimony from one of the brothers from the camp of, what do they call? I forgot the name of the brothers. Oh, I think they call Feed the Sheep. I forget. Salakia brothers, the brothers out of Greenville, South Carolina. They came and visited the camp a couple of times. But one of the brothers that used to follow Watchmen for Israel, and he started learning about the mark of the beast, and he stopped watching Watchmen for Israel. The mark of the beast is not money. IUIC, the MOTB, and the uncertain sound of hypocrites. Sisters with weak-minded husbands, Book of Jasher, and the MOTB. MOTB is everywhere. Addiction chips. Just on and on. Many videos over the years that we made about the MOTB. We done went through it every kind of way. All the different shit that people bring up. They say, well, they think it's this. They think it's a shot. They think it's money. They think, this, that, and the other. This dude right here, Hebrew Israelites. Proverbs 1 will smack most of you in the face. This nigga right here was talking all kind of shit. He don't believe that it's the chip. You see? So everything that anybody can say against what we teach, we have went through all of the objections. We done approach it from every which way, every direction. All the shit that people can say. What if somebody grab me and tie me up and make me take the chip? What if this happened? What if that happened? We done approach it every way, and we done gave it a real breakdown of it. If you can't get it, that's your problem. That means the Lord don't want you to get it. So we moving on. I can take this video out too now. Let me delete that. And really it's time for me to delete a lot of this stuff. But here's something else here. This is this video I got off TikTok also. Predictive programming and biblical symbolism in Foot Locker commercial. Let's watch.
Alien encounters continue unabated. Safe to say, this is the best week ever.
What are you doing? Run! It's the week of greatness. What you doing?
It's really happening! This is a real thing!
Nah, man. This is the real thing.
Are you wearing the new Icon Clash?
I need this in a size 8.
I need a 6.
I need this in 16.
I got you.
Not today. Is it dead?
Clash not dead.
Hell yeah.
Hey kid, where are you headed? You know it's the end of the world, right?
Yeah, but it's the start of week of greatness.
Alien encounters continue unabated.
Yeah, that's just a Foot Locker commercial that from years ago. Of course, brothers did all kind of videos and lessons. It was, I don't know if it was a Super Bowl commercial or not. It might have been. But, that's why when we watch the Super Bowl, it's coming up Sunday. As a matter of fact, we're going to be watching to see what kind of commercials they got that show, apocalyptic type of scenarios, as this one did. It was good for the time when it came out. But whoever it was that putting these labels in there, they interpreted it their own way. But really, I didn't interpret it that way. But it is what it is. The main thing being the cherish. Because, look, just because you an Israelite don't mean when the end come, your ass going to be calm. Really, them celebrities, they're going to be the ones getting fucked up. The only ones going to make it out of here alive is the elect. Jake loved to push that shit about the Israelites, like black man Israelite puts his foot on white man Edom's back. Whatever, man. The average so-called Negro is going to get destroyed over here. It ain't going to be a thing like, well, all the nation's going to be scrambling scared, but then everybody that's an Israelite won't be. Nah, a lot of them damn Israelites can get destroyed too. They some of the main ones the Lord going to fuck up. Now, I got a little clip here, from the description. The person put, and a woman did this, lying is for truth. They have always know who we are and who is coming for us. They're preparing the minds of the people for what's to come. No, they're not. It was really just a commercial. Esau was just showing a commercial, trying to make it seem as though people were unfazed that they would get their sneakers. You know? But some of these jakes, they zealous, but they ain't got the truth. They don't know what the fuck is going on, man. They just be talking. Let's read from the comment book. We know to at least know who we are, as it were, but that's beside the point. The main thing with Israelites that I see is you think that you're going to be saved just because you're an Israelite. Hell no. You got to be of the elect to make it out of here alive. This is from the brother Yanaga Israel Benjamin, Isaiah 42:9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Right. That's the Bible's the only book that can do that. Tell you about the end from the beginning. Same brother, Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right. And Jake got a hatred for the prophets of the Lord. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we the ones that given the mysteries. So many Israelites now that woke to the truth, they taking what they learned from us and acting like they got it themselves. And you didn't. You learned it from other men. That's where you learned this truth from. Moving on. Here's a video that I got a while back. This is supposed to be, it's an AI video. It's supposed to be King James talking. Let me see if I can hear it here.
But I was a defender.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play it. It's almost 8 minutes long. Let's just play this and see what we get out of it. Listen in.
Me for centuries. They've lied on me for centuries. But now I speak for myself. I am King Jacob, called James by the nations, but chosen by the Most High. They called me a heretic, but I was a defender of the faith. They slandered my name.
Now, if you look down here, somebody put this together, right? Damn it, Salakia. Let me show you.
They've
Somebody
lied
put
on
it
me
together.
for centuries. But now I speak for my.
Let's move it forward a little bit. Down here at the bottom, this person got a title, A Higher Vision. The Most High's name is not no damn Ahia. I'm trying to enlarge it, but it won't let me. There we go. Right here. So that means one of them GOCC bug outs put this together. The Most High's name is not Ahia. You motherfuckers don't listen, man. Let's before we finish playing this, let's go over here. Let's go to Exodus. Is it Exodus 3? Yeah. Now, when they read this, they breaking they saying the Most High name is Ahia based upon Exodus 3:14. But if you just read the 15, he tells you what his name is. We have verse 14, and the Most High said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you. See, they'll stop right there. See, his name is Ahia. And the Most High said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord, which in that name in capital letters is Yahweh, God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. The word Lord in capital letters. He says it right here. This is it. Yahweh. His name is found in verse 16. Is it 15 or 16? In verse 15, not in verse 14. If you look up, and them people hard-headed as shit, when you look up I am, right, Hayah, they'll try to say that's his name. Ahia, Ashar, Ahia. That's not the name. When you look up this H1961, see how many times that comes up. Strong's H right here. which occurs 3,000 times, 3,576 times, right? But it's usually never used with a name. Now, if you go back and use that same word, Yahweh, in verse 15, it's using all types of names, all types of scriptures where the Lord is saying that's his name. That's what he's called, the Lord, in capital letters, Yahweh. Strong's number H3068, which occurs 6,521 times, over 6,000 times, the word Lord. In that day, in the day the Lord, Yahweh, power made the earth and the heavens. For Yahweh, power had caused it to rain upon the earth, so on and so forth. Over 6,000 times. That is the name of the Heavenly Father, not Ahia. But you got them Gmssc bug outs have built the whole doctrine off of that, and that's not even his name. Let's go back.
For centuries. But now I speak for myself. I am King Jacob, called James by the nations, but chosen by the Most High. They called me a heretic, but I was a defender of the faith. They slandered my name because I commissioned the truth. Rome feared me, not for my armies, but for my Bible. I didn't write the word, I preserved it for you. They say, I wrote the Bible. No, I preserved it. I defended it. I protected it from corruption. I was crowned King of Scotland at just 1 year old, and later of all Britain. But my mission wasn't just political, it was prophetic. In my day, the Roman Church still held the scriptures hostage. They read Latin to the people, but kept them in spiritual slavery. Bibles were chained, truth was filtered, and the common man, he was starved of the word. I saw what Rome was hiding, and I knew if our people were to rise, they needed the book, not in Latin, not in Greek, but in the language of the people, plain English. That was the threat, not my crown, but my commission. I summoned 47 learned men, scholars, linguists, theologians, not to rewrite the word, but to translate it with precision, reverence, and fear of God. We labored not to make a new Bible, but to deliver the ancient one in clarity. We compared Hebrew with Greek. We examined ancient scrolls, Septuagint manuscripts, and older versions. We didn't trust the Pope. We didn't trust Rome. We returned to the root. And when it was finished, in 1611, the people finally had access to the scriptures, not filtered by a priest, not hidden behind ritual, but printed, published, and proclaimed. They called me dangerous, a heretic. Some said I dabbled in demons because I studied spiritual warfare, but they didn't tell you I studied Solomon. I studied David. I studied prophecy. I was not a perfect man, but I was a man of vision, and I knew truth must be preserved. The Bible was not mine, it was for the people. It was for you. So ask yourself, why do they slander my name? Why erase my legacy? Why no great films, no golden statues? Because I gave you what they feared, a Bible that speaks plainly and exposes deception. They called me a king, but I was more than that. I was a servant of the word. And if my name be remembered in truth, let it be known, I was a defender of the faith, and I commissioned the 1,611 because the people had a right to know their God. King Jacob.
Now he said the 1,611, which is the 1611, which you could say it that way, 1,611, right? It's just what it is, 1611.
Defender, witness, man of destiny. They've lied on me for centuries. But now I speak for myself. I am King Jacob, known to the nations as James.
And it's just repeating the same thing. I caught that. So just a little video there of what it would be like if King James could actually speak. And that's just AI. So it is what it is. Let's get this video. This right here, we did a video against this dude before too. He wanted to see, he's the very epitome of what we talking about. Israelites who learned from the camps, who learned they was Israelites by watching the camp, but then got a problem with the camps. This bitch ass nigga right here. Anyway, and he got on his channel, Chosen by Yahuwah. The Most High name, not no damn Yahuwah. Ain't no U sounds in Paleo Hebrew. That's just not his name.
Hey, anybody else notice this? I know I'm not the only one that noticed this. So I keep seeing, like, when we, as far as like the Israelite camps, you always see them, they be making their own images of the Messiah and stuff, just like the Christians do, breaking the second commandment. But they always show them coming back, you know, doing this thing, you know, got the chariots with them. They always show this of the Messiah coming back for his children. But even in their teachings, this is how they got a lot of broken doctrine. It's a lot of broken doctrine with these brothers. They don't never speak on and teach on us going into the wilderness. They always speak about just destruction upon this land and destruction upon the earth.
And see, it be always these kind of Israelites that's so worried about this wilderness stuff. You don't understand that. The wilderness is not like how it was in the past. A lot of Jays think that we going to be, before we leave here, all kind of Israelites going to run out into the wilderness and be together. That ain't what's going to happen, man. That's not what's going to happen. The wilderness is for after Babylon the Great is destroyed. And I got videos on that. For anybody that, and you know, brothers be going to that all the time. Let's see here. I'll give out a couple of links because Jake Kim going to keep talking about the goddamn wilderness till you blue in the damn face. The weird ass Israelites always hollering about the damn wilderness. You don't understand it. The wilderness, mark of the beast in heaven. That was from a month ago, Walk and Talk. This is from 10 months ago. Stop obsessing over the wilderness. Focus on salvation. See that? That's from 10 months ago. The wilderness and various topics from comments. That was a year ago. Yeah, this brother had a vision of what the wilderness could be like. My vision of Yahushua and the elect in the wilderness. That's after Babylon the Great destroyed already. Nothing. That's good enough. Any of those you can. I'll put up one clip, one link. Cause we ain't gonna go every time a nigga holler about the wilderness. We ain't gonna stop what we doing and go into that shit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with talking about it, but we ain't gonna. Jake's so obsessed with that. Yeah, like the wilderness is something special just for you. No. You got to worry about salvation because the Lord going to get rid of all these wicked Israelites over here. They're going to be dead before the wilderness even happened. Did the link come up? For some reason, it ain't want to work. There it is. You got to worry about salvation, man. Being right now. I ain't going to go into it now because it's very lengthy. It's lengthy. But this dude said something else I didn't like. He said that the camps got all these, making these images of Yahushua, the images of the Savior. He said breaking the second commandment. It's not breaking a commandment to make an image. Let's go there. Exodus, is it 20? You talking about breaking the second commandment. What the fuck you talking about, corny ass nigga? This is Exodus 20:3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness that is in heaven above, comma, or that is in the earth beneath, comma, or that is in the water under the earth, colon. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So what's the sin? Is the sin making an image? No. The sin is making the image and bowing down to it. Simply having an image is not breaking a commandment. And I've done videos on that as well. Let's see here. Let me see. Let me type in image. Because Jake love to do that. Yeah, here's a video. The graven image argument is baseless. You got Jake that come on the comment board and say, y'all niggas going off. That's idolatry, making an image. It's not going off. This nigga here, response. Yah Israelite falsely accuses camps of graven image idolatry. This bullshit. Niggas love to say that. Any of them little weak ass Israelites with no ministry, they love to try to find reasons to accuse the camps of stuff. Because why? Because they got small, weakness. They got no nuts. That's why. No nuts. They jealous. Faggot ass niggas. And then really that's false witness. As the scripture said. Let's read. Let's see. Bow down. See, the sin is bowing down to a graven image, not making an image. Look at this. Leviticus 26:1. You shall make no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall you set up an image of stone in your land to bow down unto it. For I am the Lord your power. It's not making the image, it's the bowing down to it. Or worshiping it, that's the sin. Deuteronomy 5:9, thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them. Let's actually open it up. Deuteronomy 5:8, thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy on the thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. There you go. So this dude is going off. As all them little weak ass Yah Israelite. If you a Yah Israelite, you fucking weak, man. You weak. Let's hear some more.
What all these nations have done to our people, but they never speak on this very, 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 very beautiful, sensational part.
And you lying. I just proved you was lying. You got 4, 5, 6 videos on the wilderness, nigga. What you talking about? And you don't understand it.
Of biblical history, which is us going into the wilderness, bro. Like, the wilderness is something. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in the book of, I think it's Jeremiah 50 or 51, or it might be Isaiah 50 or 51. It says the wilderness is going to be like Eden, bro. This how you know this not the wilderness. It's some people that think this is the wilderness right here. It says our wilderness will be like Eden. This is not like Eden, y'all. And also, in the book of Revelation, it speaks on us going into the wilderness. And it says that we will be hidden from the face of the serpent, and we will be...
No. Let's let him finish talking.
Nourished. We haven't been nourished or hidden away from the serpent since we... So this is not the wilderness.
That's something completely different. Let's go to that one. That's something completely different. I think it's Revelation 12. That happened already. This nigga mix. See, he looking at the word wilderness, but he doesn't understand what it's talking about. That's all he doing, looking at the word wilderness. This is Revelation 12, starting at 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. This woman represents Israel. The 12 stars represent the 12 tribes. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. Who was the child? The child was Yahushua. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. Who was that? That's the Roman Empire. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, was ready to be delivered for to devour her child as soon as it was born. That child is Yahushua. The Roman Empire, they wanted to kill. What did they do? They came down and they started destroying all the male children, right? The firstborn male sons. You can read that in the, I don't know exactly where it's at, but it's in the New Testament. That's what it's going into. The three stars that were brought down to the earth was Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. They were smoked by the Roman Empire. It says, and she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, Yahweh. And her child was caught up unto the Most High and to his throne. See, that's what happened to the Savior. He wound up being crucified. Then he went up into the spiritual realm, right? And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had the place prepared of the Most High, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. And the wilderness was what? We get exiled into all nations. We literally, that was part of the wilderness, the woman being scattered into all nations and being nourished. How you being nourished now? We preparing, the Lord said in Psalms 23, let's go there. I prepare a table for you in the presence of thine enemies, right? Psalm 23 and 4. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, which is symbolizing Babylon the Great, a particular place on the earth, the valley of dry bones. Ezekiel 37. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. How's the Lord preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies? You're learning that you're the Israelites while you're in captivity. We out there teaching on the highways and hedges in front of all our enemies, bringing the word out. Let's show you that it's a table. You got all kind of food on the table. Isaiah 55 and 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yeah, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. This is the table. This is the table. The Bible is the table, literally, and we making it plain upon tables, providing you with a feast. You see? So we being nourished up. The woman did, fled into the wilderness, exiled. Now, somebody might not believe what I said. Let's see here. Land of no order. The valley of dry bones, which is America, is the valley. That's the valley of the shadow of death. Is as darkness. It's allegorical. And little jakes like that's them Yah Israelites, they don't understand the deep mysteries. They're just looking at one word. He looked at the word wilderness and tried to apply it to every time you see the word wilderness to one thing. What a dumbass. This is Job chapter 10, verse 18. Wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb? Oh, that I had given up the ghost and no eye had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Job was saying, why was I born? I should have been stillborn, right? But he also prophesied of the future. It says, are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. And he ain't talking about the spiritual realm, because everything is in complete order in the spiritual realm. He says here, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, where the light is as darkness. For example, you go to a church here in America, Babylon the Great, it's supposed to be the light, right? But what is it? It's darkness. And the Lord said the people are under gross darkness. So this land, and this is a literal region of the earth, the valley of the shadow of death. Let's see here. This is Matthew 4 and 16. The people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up. What people sat in great darkness? Our people, the Israelites. They thought it was black, Indians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, all them other names. You've been in darkness. But now what are you seeing? A great light. But where are you? You in the region of the shadow of death, which is America, Babylon the Great, the valley of dry bones. And that's all it is to it. So that wilderness, this dude don't know what the hell he talking about. The wilderness in Revelation is not the same as the wilderness in Ezekiel. The wilderness in Revelation, we in it now. Let's listen again.
And also in the book of Revelation, it speaks on us going into the wilderness, and it says that will be hidden from the face of the serpent, and we will be nourished. We haven't been nourished or hidden away from the serpent since we've been here. So this is not the wilderness.
No, you haven't been nourished because you don't know shit. You find out you was an Israelite, but that's all you know. And you know you offended by the camps. How the hell we getting all this truth? We got everything. We can break all this stuff down because we've been nourished. And we hidden from the face of the serpent, meaning what? That the devil can't do nothing to us. The elect is untouchable, man. Let's go on.
But like, man, that's all they speak on. Like, is Yahushua coming back? Like, of course, like, man, what? We can't wait until the Messiah come back.
This nigga act like he done seen every video we made. Like, how the hell you know what we talked about? You don't even. Of course you watch the camps because that's where you learn a little bit of something from. But you too offended. This nigga offended, man.
Like, that's what we waiting for. But like, it's still a lot of prophecy that has to come before that. You know, you don't hear about none of them. They don't speak on the son of perdition rising. He has.
What are you talking about, cuz? The son of perdition is Esau, the so-called white man. You saying we don't speak on that? You crazy. Let's see here. I don't know if I got a video with son of perdition in the title, but let's see if I do or not. Let's see. But we always tell you that son of perdition is Esau. He thinking it's the Antichrist. Let's see here, brothers. I don't know if I do. Nah, I don't have one with a literal title, son of perdition, in it, but I know I speak on that all the time. You know, when we go to, matter of fact, let's go there, 2 Thessalonians. What this dude talking about? He just speaking from his heart. Chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Who is that? So-called white man Esau. The falling away happened in 70 AD. Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called power or God, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. We always go into this devil and tell you he's the son of perdition, which the perdition means destruction. What the fuck is Jake talking about? That's basic. Every brother talk about that. But he think it's somebody else. That's why he's saying that.
Has to rise before Yahushua comes back and gathers.
Hold up.
From all until the Messiah come back. Like, that's what we waiting for. But like, it's still a lot of prophecy that has to come before that. You know, you don't hear about none of them. They don't speak on the son of perdition rising. He has to rise before Yahushua comes back and gathers.
First off, the Savior's name is Yahweh Shah, nigga. And the man already rose. He thinking it's an Antichrist. See how mixed up these fucking people are?
From all the nations. He has to rise first. The New World Order has to come in full effect first before he comes back. We have to go into the wilderness first.
See? His nigga all mixed up. Now, we do speak about the NWO, but how you think he learned about that? We know that the NWO gonna get established, but it ain't gonna go that far. Let's see here. It's only gonna get to the beginning. Straightness. No, straights. This is Job 20 and verse 20. And it's talking about the wicked. We go up a little bit. It's talking about the wicked. This is Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Showing you that this is that Antichrist, right? The people that are against the Messiah. This is the son of perdition. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. He shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Let's jump down. It says, because, verse 19, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left, there shall no man look for his goods. Here's the NWO. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. This is from the apostles of GMS. The fullness of his sufficiency is talking about he want to get his NWO off the ground. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, his NWO, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through, the nuclear warheads. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. See? The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. What's happening now? The heavens is revealing his iniquity. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. So we do speak on that. This nigga don't know, you just don't know what you're talking about. He trying to seem like he deep. Really, he probably heard all this from us and then try to make it as though we don't talk about it like you deep. Nigga ain't got no street ministry, no nothing. Shut the fuck up, Jake.
Before he comes back and gathers us all throughout all four corners of the earth, all these things have to happen before Yahushua comes back.
There you go, using the false name again. And when you go into that so-called wilderness, I gotta go there because I'm tired of this fucking dude. Ezekiel 20. Is it 38? Somewhere around there. Even the way it reads, it shows you that it's after the destruction of Babylon the Great. He looking at it as we're going to run it off to the wilderness. No, nigga. No. Ezekiel 20 and 35. Let's see. Ezekiel 20, 33. As I live, said the Lord power, surely with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and with with fury poured out will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people, and gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. Did this nigga not just say this got to happen before the Lord gather us out of all nations? Yeah, he said that. But this says, and I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you to the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. So wait a minute. According to this guy, it's going to happen before we get gathered. So where's the Savior then to plead with us face to face, dumb nigga? You don't know what you're talking about, Jake. You just running your goddamn mouth like a damn woman. Your fucking period probably on, you little bitch. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, saith the Lord power. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me, and I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn. And they shall not enter to the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am, excuse me, Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And ye shall know that I am the Lord. So what's going to happen is, after the elect is beamed up, we're going to come down in the wilderness. And we don't know exactly where it's going to be. We have speculated that it could be South America. That's where the apostles think this is going to be. Because America going to be burning up. So the elect going to come down, and we're going to go to them different nations around the world, and it's going to be certain Israelites still left in some of them nations, right? And we're going to say, hey, you an Israelite? This is the Lord right here. Do you accept the Lord? We're going to say, this is the Lord, do you accept, and all of this different stuff, however we say it. And everybody that buck up against it, as the apostles always say, them that buck up, they're going to get put to death. Those are the rebels purged out from among us. And also, you're going to have various wicked Israelites. Hold on, brothers. No? Yeah, housekeeping. Of course, I'm on the road. Anyway, man, hold on, y'all. No, okay. That's okay. No, not today. Maybe tomorrow. That's okay. Yep. All right, Salakia. So those rebels get purged out, and you know, we got, like I said, we got videos on there. I put up one link. Elder Yashawamba goes into it a lot. And there's another video. Let me show it to you if I can find it here. There's another video from Elder Apostle Gabar. He did a 2-part series on the wilderness years ago. Let's bring that up. GMS, Walk and Talk, Wilderness. Doggone it. Hold on, brothers. Walk and Talk. Why I keep doing that? Walk and Talk. ALK. Eight. Wilderness. And it's just do what it want to do. It don't want to give it to us, but we're going to find it. The wilderness. And I showed it many times. Let's see here. Y'all know how this search engine can be. GMS, the wilderness. Crazy. Look at this. And you got one right here. Daily Edification 4, Ezekiel 20:33-38, the wilderness, the strict adherence and zero tolerance under the new covenant. We'll share that one. Matter of fact, let's go to it. That's a recent one. Copy. Let's go to it. I'm gonna give you the link to anybody that want to go there, because we talk about every subject. These different Jakes with their opinions, that's exactly what they are. They're just fucking opinions. Damn it! Didn't he give me the link? All right, hold on here. Share. This thing tripping. Let's do it this way. Copy. All right. Okay, so there's the link to Elder Apostle Gabar's video. A recent video that was on 3 years ago. Now I'm going to go back to this guy. Oh, GMS Walker Talk 7. Okay, the water, bro. Let's actually type that up. We can give you that one too, because he did a 2-part series. GMS Walk and Talk 7. Wilderness. There you go. Let's see. Search. All right, here it is. 2 parts. He did the wilderness, Gmssc mailbag 07, 13 years ago. What the fuck was this guy at 13 years ago? Nowhere. Walking around the earth looking stupid. So you can go and look these up. Well, I can actually go and open it up. Let's get the link, give you that. And you should be able to find part 2 once you find part 1. Once you go to part 1. He literally went into the wilderness. Went into the wilderness lesson. 2 parts. Because I know Jake is fascinated by the wilderness. Just because why? You do looking at it as some fantasy shit. It's complete with your your Israelite starter kit. Most of these Israelites, they're thinking of a time of joy where they run into the wilderness and they can talk about their fringes and sit there and sing Kumbaya, not really realizing what you're really saying. That's going to be a great time of terror for anybody that's not of the elect. All right. Let's go on now. So let's listen a little more of this guy.
So I don't know what y'all think about that, man. Do you think like they just the Most High haven't opened their eyes to be able to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about that, or like are they reading it and not the Most High not even like it's not registering to them at all.
This dude got no juice, no spirit. He dry as fuck.
Like, what y'all think, man? Because like people like Bishop Nathaniel, he been in the truth since the 90s. So he know the Book of Revelation like the back of his hand. And of course the other books, the Old Testament books that speak on us going into the wilderness and stuff like that. Like he knows these books. Like he read these things. Especially the Book of Revelation where it speaks on the women going into the wilderness, fleeing into the wilderness. Like, are they not reading that part? Cause that's very important. Cause that's what's about to happen next. Like that's literally right around the corner, y'all. It's right around the corner. I had the dreams. I know other brothers and sisters that had the dreams of us going into the wilderness.
Yeah, your ass just bugged out. It's so around the corner that it happened already.
It's right around the corner. The Most High has revealed these things to us. Like we are about to go into the wilderness.
No, the Lord ain't revealed nothing to you because you ain't no prophet. Let's go there. Amos. Because if you was a prophet, you'd be out there on the highways teaching. And I know that dude ain't on the highways teaching. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So shut the fuck up, Jake. Sitting in your damn Mack truck talking shit. You ain't one of the prophets. That's why you don't know Revelation 12 happened already.
I think more people need to start preaching on that wilderness, man. I might do a lesson on the wilderness, to be honest. It's about to be the Sabbath too. Oh man. And I'm going on home time. I might mess around and do it for real. Might do it tomorrow probably. I don't know if y'all willing. Yeah, we need to talk about the wilderness a little bit more, man, because the wilderness is right around the corner, like for real, man. Like we about to be we about to be gone. We about to be gone, man. What what did he say on next Friday? He said he got his check and he was gone.
This nigga they ain't got nothing to say. He ain't got a damn thing to say. What an idiot. Let's look at this. I tell you, I truly can't wait till I never have to see that again. Our people are a joke, but that's all that shit they learned from the plantation. They learned that shit on the plantation, and they ain't want to let it go. Now that the real truth is out, you still got people that think that this right here is part of the truth. And it's not, man. Okay? It's not the truth. But it doesn't matter. I showed this video many times. I'm going to go ahead and take it on out my phone now for good. Let's move on. I got a couple things here we ain't never seen. First, I'll play this video because some of you Israelites in that spirit still. Look at this guy. And this guy, this is an Israelite. If you look at the bottom, praises me and I am him. Hashtag Hebrew Israelite. I am Jai. I am gay. That's what that is. And you notice he got that damn long hair. And he in one of them buildings. It's just like a church. A lot of Israelites are still in that spirit. You in that faggot Christianity spirit. And the Lord gonna destroy your ass. How in the fuck you know you an Israelite, but you still in that spirit? Listen to this guy right here. This is a video I came across a while back. Critical message to the space brothers on the way to Earth. Fire on these genetically recessive world enders. Here's actionable intelligence. This dude basically, I got this video back August 22nd, 2025. I downloaded this back when they was talking about, a lot of people talking about the beings in the spaceships, they black men. You remember when Jake was on that whole shit about, they thought it was our people from another planet. They about to come down here and destroy this place and all that. Never mind that we the Israelites and the angels are so-called black men. They thought it was something else. Let's listen in, though.
I keep hearing about, these white folks keep saying that there's this spaceship on the way. It'll be here about November. It's a bunch of giant black people. So let me give a message to the brothers on the way. Brothers, thank you. My prayer is that you don't wait to start firing. These genetically recessive world enders have poisoned the whole world with PFAS. They have built nuclear plants on fault lines like Daiichi Fukushima plant, spewing 342 tons of nuclide water every day, killing off the whole life stream in our oceans. They dropped the bomb when they dropped atomic bombs and nuclear bombs and didn't have to. Their hoe drops white phosphorus on children and old folks. They starve children and old folks and men and claim that humans don't have a right to eat. So my only wish and prayer is to eliminate him, even if it caused all of us to have to go. I understand how life is recyclable. So go ahead and do what you got to do. And welcome. And thank you. And don't wait. Don't try to negotiate shit with these people. They have broke every treaty that they've ever made with people that's not like them. Don't even think about trying to make a treaty. They'll only break it. They can't point to one treaty that they didn't break. They can't point to any part of the land that they haven't polluted. They can't point to any rainwater that's not polluted. They can't point to any diversity. Matter of fact, they outlawed the diversity. Please come and do what you do, man. Do what you do.
So Jake is he's speaking from the standpoint of a person who had heard that, because the report went out that there was a gigantic ship coming to Earth and that the beings inside of it were so-called black men, right? Which we, in the truth, know that the angels fly in vessels in the heavens and the angels they look like so-called black men, right? We know that. This is how you will end up when you don't know the truth of the Bible, but you know within yourself that, number one, Esau, the so-called white man, is the devil. Well, he don't probably call him Esau. He just call him recessive genetically recessive world enders. So he wanted the beings in the ships that he don't know about. He's saying, if you really out there and you coming down here, don't try to negotiate with these people. Just start firing on them because they done broke every treaty, right? He know that much, that he used weapons, white phosphorus missiles. They starve out people. So he knows about the evils of him. But I bet you if you preach the gospel to him and tell him that a white man going into slavery, he'll say, no, everybody can be saved. You see how fucked up our people are in the head? See, he know these devils need punishment, but if you tell him we the Israelites and salvation only for us, he'll say, nah, brother, God love everybody. You see? This is how you will end up without the truth. You'll be knowing that some shit is off, but you can't put your finger on it. Let's see here. So he got the zeal, but it's not according to knowledge. He threw. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. Damn, what's going on? Hosea 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Right. Our people got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Let's see here. Zeal. Our people are Sodom's children. Okay. I was quoting the scripture thinking it was another one. This is Romans 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's prayer and desire, Salakia, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. He got zeal, but it's not according to knowledge. You see? He don't know what the fuck is going on. He thinking some aliens that nobody knows about. It's just some black. Just since they got melanin and they dark, he wanted to come down here and destroy this place, even though we might be destroyed with it. And I mean, this is, decent what he said, but he just doesn't understand. But this is how you'll wind up without the truth. Because if the Lord was to come back, he would be lost because he don't know the truth. Just bugged out. But meanwhile, in the background, Hebrew Israelite brothers everywhere prophesying and teaching the word. How is it that he don't know that? He probably does know, but he don't want to admit it with that damn tie on. He probably just another Christian, man. Jake lost. Let's play this one.
Like, see the Hebrew Israelites? That's a strong delusion. And you talk to them, what do they love? Smoking, cursing, having multiple girls. It's okay, but then they're under the law, and you're like, what? You broke the law, but then you didn't? What? It's because of my race? What? Like, what? Bro, that's crazy. That's a strong delusion. JWs, Jehovah's Witnesses, posted up on the block in their full-on formal outfit, in the hot sun, ready to tell you about the website. That's and they tell them about, they won't tell you about the gospel. They won't talk to you. The website, and then they switch shifts every 10 minutes so that you can't talk to somebody alone. And they'll be like, I gotta go. And then they go to their car, and then the next one comes out the car, and you're like, what is going on? That's a strong delusion. These are grown people with jobs, intellectual, smart people who are deceived. That's a strong delusion.
Let's hear it again.
Like, see the Hebrew Israelites? That's a strong delusion. And you talk to them, what do they love? Smoking, cursing, having multiple girls. It's okay.
Now that's bearing false witness. He said the Hebrews like, what do we love? Smoking. What Hebrews like, that's teaching and preaching that smoke. We preach against that. You see Christians leave right out of church. Christians be in the church, go on a break, go outside and smoke, go back in the church and keep on praising Keep on praising Satan. You damn liars. Let's go back.
Like, you see the Hebrew Israelites? That's a strong delusion. And you talk to them, what do they love? Smoking, cursing, having multiple girls. It's okay, but then they're under the law, and you're like, what? You broke the law, but then you didn't? What? It's because of my race? What? Like, what? Bro, that's crazy. That's a strong delusion. JW.
You the one under the strong delusion. Notice how Christians always saying somebody else under the strong delusion, but these motherfuckers celebrate Christmas, their birthday, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, all kinds of shit. Everybody else under the strong delusion except you. You ever know, it's just weird, man. And we've been through Christianity backwards and forwards. Christianity ain't got the truth. You don't have the truth at all. Let's see here. Temples made with hands. These motherfuckers are so backwards now to the point where when you try to tell them, Salakia, when you try to tell them about that damn Christmas tree, they trying to defend it now. They trying to defend the Christmas tree now. They say that Christmas, ain't nothing wrong with celebrating Christmas. They were saying that this past year. Temples made. Look at this shit. Crazy. All right. Temples made. This thing demonic. Temples. Acts 7:48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as said the prophet. You got to come to our church. God is our church. God is in our church. First off, his name is not God, and he ain't in your church. Acts 17:24. The Most High that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands. And let's get one more. The scriptures tell us plainly that when the Israelites were scattered, they would do this one thing. And this destroys all your churches. Look at that, drug. How in the fuck? Did I type in drug? No. Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. Did that happen? Yes, we were exiled. When we were in exile, what would we do? Or when we were exiled, what would we do? And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. This means that every god that you worship prior to finding out you was an Israelite, every worship you went into prior to finding out you was an Israelite, you was worshiping another god. That's Christianity, that's Islam, that's Buddhism, that's hip hop, that's all of it. Everything you worship before you knew you was an Israelite was all lies. But yet you still got Israelites now who woke up to the truth and they're hollering out they're a Hebrew Christian or they're Israelite Christian or they still love Jesus. And you just fucking going off, man. And we got so many videos going back and forth, crushing Christians, breaking down their false doctrine and all of that. Too many videos to even name. And type in Christianity. Look at this. Christianity, a lawless, ridiculous embarrassment. Christian woman hates the Bible but loves Jesus juice. There is no repentance in Christianity, Islam, black consciousness. Malicious Christians are on the move. Drewski proved Christianity is a failure. Christian Granny says we don't need no Hebrew Bible. Plantation Christianity has destroyed the black mind. Response, Black Baptist pastor tells Hebrew Israelites about, I forget what it says. Goofy lying Christians, the law is not done away with. I saw a Christian dragging a cross in the street. See, just on and on. They are antichrists, not Christians. See, Christians try to law shame Hebrew Israelites. So we done dealt with Christians backwards and forwards every which way. We done talked to them nice. We done talked to them mean. We done went into their false doctrine. We done exposed their preachers and their preaching style. Their fake ass speaking in tongues. Their pagan holidays. They're not going to get it. They're not going to listen. And we ain't worried about them. The Lord going to sort them out. We doing what we doing. Let's move on. I got a video here from this chick. I had this video for a while. She was talking shit. She really was talking about an Israelite, but she didn't ever say that. Let's listen in. She was trying not to show herself, but this is really how she looked right here. This is how she looked. But this is her. You can barely see her here on this video. And I had this video since September 4, 2025. Listen.
And if you talking about you don't celebrate birthdays and holidays, get your broke ass the fuck out of my face. Because, bitch, we give gifts around here. We give gifts and we get gifts. And if you're not a giver, you won't be a getter around this motherfucker. It's just that simple. I hate you niggas that be coming up with fake religions to save money. Like, you don't have a spiritual or religious belief behind the shit. You just be telling people, oh, I don't believe in celebrating birthdays. Like, no, you just don't believe in spending money, you broke bitch. It's something about when I hear a man say he don't celebrate birthdays or holidays that
So obviously she came in contact with some Israelite brother who's trying to holler at her, but he said he don't celebrate no holidays. Jake, you really got to get yourself up. This is who talking right here. This who it is talking right here. Looking like Merman from the He-Man cartoon. Why would you roll up on this trying to holler at her? Let's listen to this video.
Back, then boom, it's dick in you. No. They don't want to rub your back. They don't give a fuck about your back, bitch. Like, now that I think about it, it don't matter what you tell a man is hurting. If they gonna help you, it's gonna end up in dick. Like, you could tell a man, oh shit, my back hurt. They're gonna try to rub you and stick dick in you, right? You could tell a man, oh, my head hurt. They're gonna say, oh, come lay on my lap, I'm gonna rub your head.
Yeah, Salakia, some of these videos, the volume do be low. And usually what I do is take them and amplify the sound, but these I didn't get around to. So Salakia is low.
Rubbing your head is gonna end up to them trying to get some head. You can tell them, man, oh, my feet hurt. They're gonna say, oh, come lay down. Let me sound, but these I didn't get around to. So Salakia is low. Because that has something to do with my feet, right? What the fuck do that got to do with my feet? Niggas do not care about anything pertaining to pain that we are dealing with, baby. They don't care. They don't care. And if it is a man out there that care, hi. I hate when I say I'm not done.
All right.
And if you talk,
yeah, so just wanted to share those. Some of these, like I said, Salakia, that the volume is low. You know. Let's go to this one. Hopefully, let me check the sound.
You like, what the hell? But why did you say that to me?
This video was hold on, brothers.
Like, what the hell? But why did you say that?
Yeah, hopefully you can hear this one. This one right here, it's self-explanatory. I'm gonna let you hear it. It says, a dirty man who works at Walgreens on Corsi asked me, was my cat wet? I hate being a woman. Look at this shit.
Like, what the hell? But why did you say that to me? You in the store and I'm asking you for a charger, and instead of asking me that, but why would you ask me was my coochie wet? But why did you say that to me? So now you didn't say it to me. So you didn't say that. This man, I'm at Walgreens and I spit water on myself. And your disrespectful ass, excuse me, sir, your disrespectful ass gonna ask me, is my coochie wet? And guarantee I will send this to corporate, because you full of shit.
I did not.
You full of shit.
Now, do you want to?
No, I don't want no goddamn charger from you. Go find me another worker. Good day. Go find me another worker with your disrespectful ass.
You look at it. He said that shit. He definitely said it. You know that old player, he said it. He know what to say. Trying to be on the low. He said it.
coworker asked me, was my coochie wet?
We're gonna get it right here.
Don't act like I'm some crazy ass woman and you know you disrespectful. Would you want somebody to ask your mother that or your sister that? Why are you disrespectful? That is absolutely disrespectful. That's what y'all do at Walgreens. Y'all ask women, is they coochie wet? That's me. Apologize for asking me. Don't lie. Apologize for asking me.
You took it the
No.
wrong way.
Why did you
Okay?
ask me, was my coochie
I
wet?
apologize to you.
You ought to get your ass beat. Show you like what the hell?
Now, the hypocrisy of it all is, dudes probably talk to her like that all the time and she don't even say nothing. If the neighborhood drug dealer ask her that, she gonna be, yeah, daddy, come on, find out. She gonna go off on the old dude. Instead of just ignoring it, you trying to blow the man up. On the other hand, Jake, stop being damn nasty, man. You know, if them little sugar babies or whatever they call, if they want to get with you, they'll say it. Just fuck it up, man. Babylon the Great, people out of order. Now, ironically, there's another one. This one right here.
My name is Christopher Torres, and I took a picture of this lady's behind.
You took a picture of my behind?
Yes, I did.
Yes,
Absolutely.
You did. And what are you going to do with that picture?
I'm not sure. Maybe later on I'll figure it out.
Yeah? Okay. Awesome. You're going on TikTok.
That's cool.
All right?
I had
You're
TikTok.
fucking creepy.
I had TikTok. Oh, I'm creepy because I like beautiful women?
Yeah.
Call me
You're
creepy.
fucking creepy. Don't take pictures of women. You're
Don't take
fucking
pictures of
creepy.
women? What do you want me to take pictures of?
You are the problem in this
I'm a
world.
problem?
Yeah, you're a
Because
huge
I like
problem.
beautiful women?
Yeah.
If that's
It's
a problem,
my body.
listen,
You're not allowed to take a picture
I'm not
of it.
touching your body.
All right.
You're not
All right. I'll see you on TikTok.
All right. Bye. My name is Christopher Torres.
So this chick made a big fuss about this man taking a picture of her booty, right? See, that's the thing with these women. They'll flaunt themselves, but if you take a picture of it, they got a problem with it. Or if you looking at them. Well, but look, meanwhile, this is her, a post from her off of Instagram. Jenny Catan from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Look, she mad at the man for taking a picture of her, but this is her. One of her own posts. See, women are nothing but a bunch of goddamn hypocrites, man. You got selective outrage. What you gonna be mad about? You mad? Here you prostituting yourself on the internet, but then you mad at some loser that take a picture of it, you know? But a regular man, some man with money, he can take a picture of your ass. Fuck you damn harlots, man. And I got all kind of little mockery videos. Here's one right here.
Boy that was the school pupil and was also somehow a black white supremacist. His parents are black Hebrew Israelites. And once I found out that piece of information, I said, everything is making sense. The train of thought that would end with a black person being a neo-Nazi. And once I found out that piece on that line, on that train somewhere, definitely is a stop at the black Hebrew Israelites.
So this chick basically lied. She trying to put a bad name on us. She's saying that it was a dude that was a school shooter. His parents was Hebrew Israelites. Let's listen to it again.
That black boy that was the school pupil and was also somehow a black white supremacist. His parents are black Hebrew Israelites. And once I found out that piece of information, I said, everything is making sense. The train of thought that would end with a black person being a neo-Nazi. On that line, on that train somewhere, definitely is a stop at the black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, so again, going back into that whole thing where we're going to be hated of all people. Because what so-called black people doing? They're trying to accuse us of all kind of shit. They're trying to make it as though if a person is a school shooter, that's one thing. But if their parents is Hebrew Israelite, that's the reason why they school shooters. And all we do is preach against sin and iniquity. What are you talking about? Just watch out. Like I did a video a while back. I said be aware of or watch out for black people. Because these people, these average people that's in the world that know about the truth, all they trying to do is just trying to put a bad name on us. They ain't really trying to repent. They love their oppressor. You can't trust these niggas. Now, I got a video right here I'm probably gonna do a lesson on this. This woman keep putting together these. She put together about a series of like 20 different videos talking about her relationship with some guy who was a Hebrew Israelite. The title of the video, part 1, on how I got in a 2-year relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite man. And this first, I put together parts 1 through like 5 on the first video. It was like 8 minutes long, but then she did like a 20-part series. I'll just give you an idea, but hopefully you can hear it. Let's see here.
Part 1 on how I got in a 2-year relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite brother.
Now, why are you making this video? Why are you going through your whole relationship that you was with a Hebrew Israelite dude? A chick like this, she done been with all kind of drug dealers, ballers, ball players, whatever. Niggas that work at the plant, Christians. Why you ain't make no video about that? Why you make a video about how you got several different babies by several different baby daddies? No, you're going to make a series of videos about how you was with a Hebrew Israelite dude. Like, for what? Somebody's putting these people up to this shit. Let's listen again.
All right, y'all. Part 1 on how I got in a 2-year relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite brother. Back in 2022, the end of 2022, December, me and my ex-husband had a big falling out. I'm not going to go too much into that situation, but it was very traumatic. And
why you ain't going into that? You had a whole husband. You don't go into what happened between you and your husband. You don't go into what happened between you and this Hebrew Israelite dude. Why? What's the big deal? Why is he different than anybody else you've been with? Fucking hypocrisy.
That was the end of our marriage. And I don't know if people know that when you're with somebody for a long time, and me and him were together, married for 10 and a half years, you kind of mourn your marriage when it's over, whether it was toxic or not. You mourn being with that person because that was the only person you was with for all those years. Day in, day out. That's all you know. So even though it was the end of our marriage, I was still sad. I was lonely. I was upset. I was just confused on what I was going to do the next step in my life and things like that. That being said, fast forward January 2023. I get a DM on my business page from a gentleman that asked why was I so beautiful. And I really didn't pay attention. I didn't speak. He saw that I read the message and he responded again. So I just decided to entertain the conversation, and eventually we ended up exchanging numbers. The next 2 weeks were very interesting. We texted a lot. He was very sweet, very nice to me. Just always very attentive, always responding to text messages quickly. Just really act like he was into me. And I was like, this is, unusual. I never had a man that act like he was this into me ever before. And that should have been a red flag, but I really, because I was in the weird mental space, I didn't get a chance to really pay attention to those red flags right away. And I was just really being just smitten by the attention that I was getting from this man. Throughout text messages and things like that, he explained to me that he was a Hebrew Israelite. And he asked, have I heard of them? I'm like, yeah, I heard of them. But when you hear of something, does not mean that you know anything about what their beliefs are or the understanding of what they practice or the cultural background. You don't really know everything in detail. It just means that you heard of that. Just like you can hear of Buddhism, or you can hear of Islam, or you can hear of any other religious aspect or culture that people decide to practice. Yes, I heard of them. Oh, things start getting interesting. All right, y'all. So everybody asking me for part 2 and what's going on with part 2. So part 2 of me getting involved in a 2-year relationship with a autistic Hebrew Israelite man. So when it started getting into month 1, it started getting real interesting. I went out to a concert with him. It was nice. We had a nice time. And then throughout that little month or whatever, he kept on hinting to me that he had something to tell me, And I was just like, okay, well, what is it? What do you got to tell me? So after that concert, that later on that night, he ended up telling me that, they believe in poly and that he had another wife. That crushed my soul. That literally crushed my soul. And I was like, I don't be dealing with no stuff like that. I know who I am and things that I'm capable of, and I don't need to be with nobody. If you like to have multiple women, that's on you, but that's not for me. So I was just like really confused or whatever. But he made it seem as if they wasn't really like that or whatever. He don't believe in divorce or separation or things like that. And I was just like, okay, then what the heck is the deal? I got a consultation from a couple of my male friends that told me to go for it if he was a good guy and see what it was about first. That was a wrong motherfucking mistake. You hear me? That was a wrong mistake. Anyways, once he told me about the poly situation and I decided that I would go ahead and continue on with the relationship, I still hadn't met this other person supposedly.
So notice a couple of things. Number one, Jake, that's in the truth, they ain't got no discernment when it comes to these women. She probably got one of them mechanically induced booties. This nigga lost his mind, decided he gonna chase this. Yeah, what the fuck you doing, Jake? You know he ain't a serious brother in the faith. I'm sure he ain't in no camp. He probably don't teach or do nothing. And he got another woman. Now he pitched it to her, even though she said she wasn't with it. She still wound up getting with him, showing you that what the brother said is true. Low self-esteem. It should have been a red flag, right? At the time, if you meet a girl that's separated from her husband or divorced already before, first off, she of the world. So you can't really, bind her with what you believe in because she of the world. She ain't in the truth, But if you got a woman if you meet a chick that's got a husband right now, you can't get with her, of course. But if she say she divorced or whatever, then it is what it is. That she don't know nothing about the truth. Now, let's say she know the truth, and then she got a divorce before she came into the truth, you can still get with her. She didn't have knowledge of it. That was the old life. But if she know the truth now, she got a husband now, then they get a divorce, then you can't. You probably shouldn't deal with her, man. But it's just odd. These videos, this woman went and put together all these different parts. And I made 2 videos like this. I put together about parts 1 through 5, I guess, on the first one, or 1 through 3 or 4. Then I put together another one because all the little parts is only like a minute long, 2 minutes long. But I figured it was too much to put into one video. Like, I do an intro. You ain't want to listen to no intro, 20 minutes long, this woman going through her whole relationship.
So I didn't know what was going on with that situation. He kept telling me to go on Clubhouse because they have a bunch of Hebrew Israelite rooms about poly marriage and things like that and how stuff's supposed to work. I still didn't know about this culture. I still didn't know anything about what the Hebrew Israelites did or anything like that. Fast forward maybe another month or so, this other woman supposedly had checked his phone and found out all the messages between him and I and what was going on, and she went ballistic on his ass. Then she found me on Instagram and she like, oh, this what you like? This what you like? Okay. Then he on my ass like, you need to delete this, you need to delete that. I been had titties and ass out. You ain't had no problem. I was like this when you... Okay, y'all, so part 3 on how I got in a 2-year relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite brother. All right, so after the cat was out the bag and he wanted me to move forward with the relationship, things started to change. All of a sudden, I had to delete everything off my Instagram, delete everything off my TikTok. And if you guys can see on my TikTok, I have 34,000 followers. They didn't get there for me posting just the basic little videos that I normally post now. They was, I was popping 2022, the early beginning of 2023, I had a lot of views. I had a lot of likes. You know, I was making money from my social media. He didn't want that type of spotlight because he wanted me to convert over to the Hebrew Israelite culture. And I was pissed off because I figured, like, if you want a woman that's already so-called in the truth, then that's what you should get. You shouldn't get somebody that is so-called worldly and expect them to make all these life changes just because you want to be with them. It shouldn't work like that. If you're not equally yoked with somebody, it's never going to work. I don't care what type of relationship or religious views you have. You have to find somebody that is on the same page as you at all times in everything. Religious views, spiritually, how y'all decide to raise children, making money, all those things, it matters. Things got crazy. A bunch of arguments started to happen, like out of nowhere, because it was a control thing at this point. And he became like overly obsessed. He wanted my location to track every little place that I went, every single place that he wanted. He wanted to look at my location. Your girl wasn't out here doing nothing. All I do is work, take care of my kids, and mind my goddamn business. I don't be in nobody else's business. I was all about making sure my family was good, and he was good, and I was good. You know, that was my focus. You know, I had a lot of stuff going on. And at the time, I had my business open, which that's going to be on part 4 of what happened to that business. And he was involved with that. So, but anyways, I made a lot of life changes, just trying to compromise because I was with him, and it just didn't work out that way. He was on my ass like white on rice, almost to the point where it was very unbearing. So this goes into where he's autistic. If you look up the definition of high functioning autistic people, it will tell you that they specialize on, or they focus on things they call special interests. It can be persons, places, or things that they are interested in. And his main focus was the Bible, me, and music. All right.
See? And that's all. This is how the videos be. So, I mean, like, what possessed this woman to put this video, this series together? You know, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? What compelled her to put together a video chronicalizing her whole damn relationship that way? Because he was a Hebrew Israelite. And I mean, hey, she went on like that about 22, 23 different parts, brothers. Shit crazy. I've been holding on to it because I said maybe the spirit of, you know, maybe I get inspired and do a lesson on it. But like, what could we really do with that? You know? His main focus, bro, that's not even... Whatever. I'm just like, what was the point? Damn it. Salakia, y'all. And I got more of that. If y'all want to see more. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Here we go. Now let's try to... Trying to get to this comment board. Let's see. The comment board ain't updating over here. Oh, there it is. No. Anyway, what I can do is this. Let's go bring it up over here. Now I can get that comment board. There we go. So this is, yeah, that's right, brothers. Gmssc Marquette eyes from your howder. That should have been a red flag. What the fuck? Shaking my damn head, right? Low self-esteem, right? What the hell is wrong with these people, right? Just smash and dash. Lemon not worth the squeeze. Absolutely. You know, all I had to do. What you trying to be with her for? You see, she easy and she don't know nothing. Just get it and move on, Jay. You trying to make it your woman. Peter Yahweh, 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. That's right. You see? It all come down to views. Well, yeah, for her views, I suppose. You right. I wonder why they never talk about Brad the Butcher Dookie and Ray Ray. Right, Pookie and Ray Ray too. Yeah. It's always, and I know y'all follow what I'm saying. It's always, they want to tell about their relationship with a Hebrew. It's like, why? For what? No one wants to hear about your punk ass relationship. And I put together another part. It was 9 minutes and 55 seconds. This is it right here. And you notice she always got on something different. And your hair be the same, but let's listen to a little bit of it. Can't help it now. We into it now.
Hey y'all, so this is part 4 of how I got in a relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite man for 2 years. As much as I would like to go into detail about every little thing, I only have like 3 minutes to record these videos. So there's a lot of things that are getting left out that I am planning on writing a book about. This relationship as well as my past relationships from my previous marriages. And I hope y'all appreciate the time and energy that I'm putting into this. But to cut things short a little bit, I have a small video that I would like for y'all to read of some of his commandments that he gave me to obey him when I went outside. Y'all enjoy.
Okay. So what she did was, hold on. She's showing a small video that he sent her, the Israelite brother, of things how he want her to be.
A small bit of time and energy that I'm putting into this. But to cut things short a little bit, I have a small video that I would like for y'all to read of some of his commandments that he gave me to obey him when I went outside. Y'all enjoy.
So this nigga got with a worldly chick. Then he give her a list of commandments and rules. He want her to follow when she go out. You see it? Commandments and rules of being in the world by yourself or with friends. Let's zoom in. I don't mind you going out with women friends, but some type of order and standards have to be placed as your, let's see here. What do you say? Okay. Some type of order and standards have to be placed as your husband. Certain things I already know you know. Hold up. Can't see it. Certain things I already know you know not to do, but I want to put it on paper so we both can have an understanding. LOL, I don't want to hear no excuses. No, I didn't know, or I don't know, baby, or when was this? Some of the things I have heard. This nigga bugged out. Trying to control the snatch. Trying to control the box. You can't control these hoes. So I'm saying all this to stop any type of excuse of why something may happen. Yes, there will be men, niggas there, or whenever you go out in the nightlife or public. So yes, there are rules as a husband. And as your protector, if I'm not around, I have to lay down a foundation of morals for my wife. This is strictly about my security, you being in your security and me being in my security. This is all out of love, baby. Through. Look, commandments of your husband, Johanna. Dress appropriately. Dress like you have a husband. Modesty. Oh, Lord. What else? What else you got, Johanna? He got pictures of it, how he wanted to dress. She going to the club where the niggas at. Oh, shit. Hold on, brothers. Pause that. Make sure my connection's still good. Let's try it. Let's try it again. Hold up. Right here. Okay, let's move it along a little bit. Oh. Got a little something there. Look. You can still dress sexy and modest. Just remember. Damn it. What did I do? I fucked it up. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Y'all just bear with me here, because this thing is tripping. We read that part. You Jake's pathetic, man. See all the headache you go through? Like the brother said, man, you should just smash it and just went on about your business. If she wanted to still kick it, cool. But don't be trying to yoke yourself up with these hoes. You can still dress sexy and be modest. Just remember, certain things you show off should be only for your husband only, not for the world to see. 2, no random conversations with random men and men of your past or that you dealt with. If you see them when you're out, don't say anything. Ain't no reunions over here. Absolutely no smiling in niggas' faces. I don't care how much liquor you drink. Oh, this nigga here, boy. Hold up. What else?
Him when I went outside. Y'all enjoy.
These Jake from these different Israelite groups, they're a bunch of horny bug outs. You'll do anything for some damn box. You don't fucking gotta do that. But then you get mad when the apostles say you can get with a woman of the night, because all these women is a bunch of hoes anyway. You get mad about that, you emotional dumb niggas. Shit. At least a hoe, you know a hoe is a hoe. No being friendly, flirting, complimenting, etc. Men take that as they have a chance. What else? No man grab your hand or touch you. I know you know. What the fuck is this? I love you. I want to be your girl, your boyfriend. Do you love me? Yes or no? Check which one of the boxes. What the fuck is this, man? You know this already. No exchanging information. No phone numbers. No social medias. Instagram, X, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram. None. Especially at events like concerts. I don't care how much money he can put in your pocket or how many moves he can help make you make. You should not be talking to him in the first place. Ain't no one interested in insurance or taxes at concerts, wilding out events, or anything of that nature. They want you. The main point is never keeping contact of men that are interested in you. Oh, Lord, man. You're really putting yourself low, Jake. To sum it all up, no showing interest to any men. Just don't give no niggas your attention, because trust me, they will ask or demand it. This the thing. She didn't give a fuck. She turned around and telling all your business and showing a video you made and sent her like you a corny ass nigga. That's how she playing you out. You think this woman cared about you? She didn't care, man. 7 things you already know. I just want to bring it to your attention. So it's only 7 rules as your husband should be easy to follow. Oh boy.
All right, y'all. This is part 5.
Let's go to the comment board real quick. Yeah, Jake was tripping. See, he's a simp. Simps in the truth. This is, woo. With a hair hat on. Kawama War, Ecclesiastes 25:25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Right, you giving, hey, you can't stop her anyway. You're going to do what she want to do. Gmssc in his likeness, 1 Corinthians 7:32. But I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. Woo, Jake through. Kawama War, Ecclesiastes 7:26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. Elect men of Levi, Jake trying to make Eve his wife in the land of Marquette. Funny. That's right. What is he thinking? What is Jake thinking? He ain't. Tribe of Gad, Hebrew Israelite. She gonna cheat on him. Yep. Anaya, Nepal, Ban Yehuda. He forgot that we are still in captivity. Yeah, and we're not perfect. We ain't in the kingdom, Jake. Jake think he in the kingdom. Ecclesiastes 7:16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself overwise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Yep. Same brother, Romans 12:1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. Doggone it, what did I do? Yep, Ninja making his own laws and commandments. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself overwise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Right. That's great. Same brother, Romans 12:1. Did we read that one already? I'll read it again. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that acceptable, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable, perfect will of the Most High. Absolutely. Brother say Jake just freaky as hell. Yep. Some kindergarten shit. Yep. That sounds stressful. Why be with that? And that's all it is. Just stress. But you know what? That's when a Jake. Hey, look. This is why he ain't got no leaders. No leaders. He's just an Israelite. He's an individualite. With a hard on for women. He's seen some red bone he just couldn't get over, and then she don't even look good. Let's hear some more.
How I got in a 2-year relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite man. So now y'all remember that when I told y'all I was a business owner, where I used to own a winery. And one day when I was hosting an event there, a birthday party for one of my well-known customers that used to come frequently. They loved the establishment. They loved what I did for everything. Did whatever the place. I remodeled it and everything, so it was a very nice establishment. I get a phone call from him. And he asked me what I was doing. So I told him what I was doing. I said, hey, I'm hosting an event. I'm prepping, It is what it is. What's good? All of a sudden, this man screamed at me to the top of his lungs, saying that I wasn't supposed to be celebrating a birthday and all this other stuff that he was talking about. And I was explaining to him that I'm not celebrating anything. I'm working this event. This is my establishment. Hey, this is what I have to do to make ends meet, because what I do here is feeding everybody. It's paying all the bills. It's doing what it needs to do. So you don't have the right to tell me how to run my establishment when you are one person that has never ran a business in your life and you don't know anything about running a business. So you can't dictate the type of business that I run in my establishment, hosting parties, birthday parties, any other parties that I decide to host. You can't tell me that. That's not up to you to tell me. My son heard him yell at me at the top of his lungs, so he looked at me crazy, like, why is this man talking to you crazy? So I hung up the phone. He called me back repeatedly until I answered, so I answered the phone. Now all of a sudden I'm disrespectful. I don't obey God. I don't follow the laws. And then the next day he decided to have counsel. So counsel is when they take another person, a brother, whomever they look up to, an elder, and they decide to have counseling between the two of you from whatever discrepancies is in your relationship. I never really liked counsel, especially those type, because he gonna get somebody that's really his friend, that never had a business, that just wanted to say his little two little cents just because that was his friend, and he wanted somebody that was gonna be on his side. And I wasn't hearing none of what he was talking about. And I'm hang up on everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Part 6 coming up. Y'all, your girl been busy, so I didn't get a chance to do part 6. So here's part 6 on how I got in a 2-year relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite man. So after the incident in the winery, move a little further. maybe about 2 or 3 months or so, we ended up taking a road trip to New Orleans. By this time, he had already expressed to me that he no longer wanted me to associate with any of my male friends. My male friends, my best friends, my bros that I've been knowing for almost 20 years. He don't want me talking to them no more. So, it is what it is. I never told them officially that he didn't want me talking to them. So I just kind of like distanced myself because I didn't want no problems. I'm non-confrontational, so I don't like to argue with people or none of that stuff. So,
And I want y'all to keep in mind all the while he going through this with her, she know in the back of her mind that he got another woman, another wife. So to her, whatever she doing, she don't care. She don't look at it as cheating. Well, he doing it. You mean to tell me you really think a woman of the world is going to just stick with just you if she know you got another woman? Hell no.
Randomly, I just received a text message after we seen it. We were on this road trip. So I get a text message from my male best friend. And he like, what's good, sis? You good? And I just hit him back. Road trip. On the way to New Orleans, I'm good. Okay. I delete the message. Delete the message because I don't want no problems. Because at this time, this man keep going through my phone. I don't want to argue with this man. So yeah, delete the message. Is it anything to hide? No, never. He's even read my messages between us. Nothing ever has happened between us. It don't roll like that. So we on this road trip. We get to New Orleans, our first night. We have a great time, dancing, drinking good. Go back to our room, do what we do, and I pass out sleep. Early in the morning when we get up, this nigga looking at me all crazy and mad. This man waited till I went to sleep to go through my phone and ask me when the last time I talked to my friend. Well, in actuality, I hadn't talked to him for a long time. But he did send me the text message, but I didn't really talk to him. He just sent me a message checking on me. He flipped out on me that day. And I was just asking him, like, why you won't just give him a chance? Just talk to him. Introduce yourself. Y'all need to know each other. Y'all both in my life. I'm not trying to get rid of nobody. This is my people. And you my man, so what's the problem? So, but like I said, he didn't want me talking to no other males, period. None, no association at all. Because he was very jealous like that. And we go to breakfast. We start this whole argument on breakfast. I don't know. I jump my ass out the car because I'm about to lose my shit at this point. I jump out the car. He chasing me down the street like he always do because I just be trying to get the hell away from this man. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is part 7 of how I got in a 2-year relationship with an autistic Hebrew Israelite man.
Notice you changing clothes, changing the hair up a little bit. She enjoying the shit out of this. Meanwhile, Jake, you making the truth look bad for even being with this damn dust bunny. What the fuck?
So I travel often. On this particular time, we go on a cruise. Whether I wanted him to go on a cruise or not, he was going to make sure that he was not letting me travel by myself. So we go on a cruise with my family. We go to the island of Bimini, Bahamas. And everybody collectively as a group decided to play a game of volleyball in the water, in the pool. So as I'm playing volleyball, I'm very competitive. I'm trying to win the game. And that's all that's important to me. I'm trying to win. So I get up and spike. He's sitting there with his camera acting like he was recording the game. And every time I made a step, he was making that same step because he was right behind me. He was so worried about somebody else watching me and what if they was going to look at my butt while I was spiking the ball that he wouldn't even let me make a step in the pool without him. It got to the point where he was extremely overbearing, to the point where I've made several comments on him of like, you need to back off because it's too much pressure for me to be up under me 24/7. I can't, every time I make a step, you make a step. Every time I go somewhere, you go somewhere. He was just very overbearing, to the point where I didn't want to deal with it no more. I no longer felt comfortable with even going out in public with him because it was always a constant argument about him wanting me to cover up I'm not the type of person that wear a bunch of baggy clothes. I'm not saying that I'm very provocative dressing, because people that know me know I don't dress provocative. But I don't wear like muumuus or a lot of big old women or church clothes or things like that. So that's not the type of style of clothes that I wear. I wear normal jeans and tops and things like that. I do cover myself, but not to the capacity where he just wanted me to wear a sheet or a choir robe in public. We're not doing that. And it's like he was just trying to completely rip my identity away from me in every move that I make. So I became, in a depressive state. And I no longer wanted to be in that situation with him, because he was always very overbearing on every subject that we ever had an encounter in. All right, y'all. Stay tuned for part 8.
That's as far as I got. I didn't put together no more. As you can see the date on it, September 18, 2025. Now, what I did do is I tried to go and see how many parts she put together. But I can't find, I'm looking now, I can't find out. But she already with another dude now, though. She ain't with him no more. Because she got a video here, meeting later in life gave us better insight on what we actually want. Some nigga from the world. See, she ain't even with Jake no more. With a whole nother nigga. See? But she put together, I can't remember how many parts it was. So many parts. Let me see here. Let me put in Hebrew Israelite. And I'll tell y'all. She put together probably about, it was over 20 parts. I know that. Pressure make diamonds. Yeah. I ain't gonna do all that much to look it up. Maybe I'll at some point revisit it. I think she got more than one channel though, is what it is. Damn. So, but that should show you different brothers out there, man. Watch out for these damn women. See Jake getting in these relationships with these women, and you talking all this Hebrew Israelite stuff, telling them you a Hebrew Israelite and all that, and then trying to make them convert. And you see how that shit wound up? Like a damn, just a big ass soap opera, man. And for what? For what? Over some box? You could have got that and still just kept on being in the truth. But that ain't good enough for Jake. Jake want to try to control these damn women. You can't control these damn women, man. You can't control these fucking women. I don't know. Nigga just full of shit, man. Let's go to the comment board here briefly. We'll move on to something else. His MM, I smell bull, is she was cheating, and where's that husband? Hey, man, obviously she is a damn whore and a cheater. Wake up, Jake. We don't care. It ain't nothing to us. Salakia, brother. I didn't mean to delete your message, but it happens. Damn it. She making a Netflix series on Jake, season 1, episode 7. Yeah. And that's all it is. Getting the truth blamed. Because what she'll say, them Hebrews like men crazy. But that's just one dude. The brother said, I'm curious to know who he learned from. For a minute, I thought it was a Yah Israelite, but it could probably one of them One West dudes. It could have been, he got that HOI energy, or one of them Israelites like that. You're going to take the woman to counsel. Why you going to take a woman to counsel? That's why the apostles say your relationship is your business, man. It's your business. This is Ecclesiastes 4:30 from Gmssc, Mark your eyes, from Yahweh. It says, Salakia, be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. Absolutely. And that dude was frantic. Frantic among, just looking bad, man. Just looking bad. This is elect men of Levi, 1 Esdras 4:26. Many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. That's that Jake. Vengeance is mine. Proverbs 6:24, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids, which really was an allegory for, false religions, other doctrines, other philosophies. But you can still use it for a woman. It makes sense. Vengeance is mine. Proverbs 7:22, he goeth after her straightway, as an axe goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, which is again allegory for these false other philosophies and whatnot. Just bear with me here, brothers, momentarily. Got a little issue over here with my other phone. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the stream so I can see what's going on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah. We good to go. All right, so let's see if we can get something else. Cause that's all I had on her. Right? I got several things here. We're gonna skip over some of these. Let's listen to this one. This is story Jake was telling about. Update. Keanu Reeves vanished after interview with Cracker Barrel in Detroit. Let's hear this.
Yo, what the fuck? Keanu Reeves drive 33 miles away to a Cracker Barrel interview in Detroit. I mean, damn, 33 miles and Cracker Barrel? We already know the things that come behind them. Now she get done with the interview. Immediately she called her mom right after. So she stepped outside. And then she told her mom like she don't think that the interview went well. It was a bad vibe. And that she was gonna go back inside to use the bathroom. You know the fact that she about to get on the road and drive 33 miles. Not only that though, y'all, she did to her mama. Dude who did interview her, John Gacy, was asking her unsettled, uncomfortable questions. Asking about her COVID-19 vaccination and if she an organ donor. So after hours passed, her mama is freaking out. She called and started looking for her daughter. But listen though, y'all, when the police get there, they look on the camera and they see her walking in the building. Walking into the bathroom, but never come out. Now this when the story get good, but crazy at the same time. Y'all, Keanu Reeves have been found 900 miles away from her crib, alive. She was found roped and duct taped in the back of a refrigerator delivery van, heading to Lopez Foods in Oklahoma. Now listen up, this in black and white. He said this is a major meat supplier for McDonald's. This how you know she was covered in love, you hear me? The state police had pulled him over for a tail light that was out. And that's when they discovered her. They did find her disoriented, but they did rush her immediately to the hospital. They did say she back in stable conditions and she getting the right treatment. Now the driver, 50-year-old Daniel Martinez, was arrested on the scene. He will be facing kidnap charges. Now he don't have no record, right? But he said that he was just making the regular routine meat delivery. That he never knew that she was in the back of the van. I don't know, y'all. Seemed a little weird. How did she move across state lines like that so quick and nobody don't know nothing? That he was in the back of a van? Fuck out of here. So I am glad, y'all, she is back home with her family, you know, and she's safe. Go to yourself. Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, so she was lucky. You know, just wasn't her time yet. But it's shit getting rough for women out here. You see? Damn girl got kidnapped, being stupid, not paying attention. But this is why we say, coming up, women are really going to need a man. That damn girl got kidnapped, was in the back of a truck, about to get butchered up. But instead, she escaped. See, perilous times. Let's grab that. Perilous times are here. They ain't coming, they here. Can we get it? Yep, this is 2 Timothy 3, verse 1, starting at. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And even going back to that other video we just got finished looking at, that Jake with that woman. That woman knew from the beginning she didn't really want to be with him like that. He already said he had another woman, but she still agreed to get with him anyway. You know why? Because she was fascinated by the fact that he had another woman You know, the whole Hebrew Israelite thing. And she just really just a hoe, a bust down. She just want to have sex. But this nigga want to get a relationship with her. Now you done attached yourself to this woman. You done been with her for 2 whole years. Right? Went through complete hell. Now you ain't even with her no more. Now she can just put a bad name on the Hebrew Israelites, using you, making the trying to make the truth look bad. Then go to the women of today, these other women. But that's why so many of them wind up getting snatched up, getting into stuff. I just did a video the other day about the girl that ran off the cliff and crashed in Pittsburgh, went under the ice and died. And then another woman got bit by a snake in the bed, you see, in the middle of the night and died. A model, not a model, a singer. Then you hear about this girl with the whole thing with Cracker Barrel, man. What the fuck? Why you want to work at Cracker Barrel anyway? All them negative reports about how they treat so-called black people. You gonna take your dumb ass there to get a job. What the fuck, man? But it's just so much out here. Yep, Jake be loving these hood boogers. Absolutely. Love them. Love them, man. Can't tell these people otherwise. They love these women. Got to stay away from the women of the world. I mean, if you're going to deal with them, just deal with them from a distance. But don't get all extra, attached. He knew the girl was no damn good. He still got attached to this chick. So I already did a video on this nigga here the other day. I'm going to take him off. So, I still got a lot more material in here, but I'm just going to, Lord willing, we'll do another video soon like this, and I can clean out more of this stuff because I'm just steadily accumulating more and more stuff. So I'm going to leave off right there, brothers. Yeah, I'm going to leave off right there, and I will see y'all again soon, Lord willing. All right, I'm going to say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Like you over here.